paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Pritchard in at the point. Now here's Tatum. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
Out left to the wing. Doncic outside. That one drops for him.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown. James with the rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. Five to shoot. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
White, the pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Brown against James. Shot clock at 5. Brown passes to Pritchard. White for 3.
Come on.
Doncic grabs the miss. The Lakers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top arm ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Now here's Doncic. Buries it from 3. Doncic has got 5.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And it's great to have WNBA star Nneka Ogwumike on hand tonight.
An all-timer. She's played a ton of games on this floor with the Sparks. Off the floor, a fantastic leader.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside White. Pass to Brown. Tries it from 19. That's short off the rim. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Reeves against Tatum. Out to James. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening.
What's up?
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
When you are the aggressor, being assertive, very often you're going to get the whistle, as Derek White did there.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That's good from White.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Ayton with a screen. From deep, here's Doncic. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Oh, there's the alley. And Ayton with the stuff.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Here's White. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Pritchard. And here's White. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
James passes to Aiden. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. These are his first free throws of the game. He misses the free throw.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They trail by 1. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Gets the 3 ball to go. Vucevic has got 5 now.
Well, what anticipation from the Montenegrin center. Vucevic reading the defense well on the catch and shoot.
And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
So it's Boston now.
Who's watching it?
Down low. Here's Tatum. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Vanderbilt. The Lakers trail. And there's James on the assist from Doncic. James has got 5.
I'll I'll tell you, that's a nice job by LeBron to keep that ball safe and secure on his way to the cup.
Here's Tatum. Sinks that one from the post. Here's James. He's got 5. Pass to Aiden. Now Doncic. Now here is James. Defended by Brown.
LeBron James goes high in the air, and absolutely no doubt about how that's going to end.
For Boston, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Outside Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Doncic. The 3 is up. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
And Doncic loves the ability to respond with a 3. That is tough.
Pass to Vucevic. Inside. Here's White. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here's Aiden. Here's James. Defended by Brown. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Reeves again. It's White. Aiden, a screen on White. Pass to Aiden. 6 on the shot clock. From 17. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. James has got 9.
Yeah, it's very hard to guard LeBron James because he's a 3-level scorer. Catches the defense off guard, just pulls up into that mid-range.
Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. No made baskets yet. Here's Brown. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Pass to Aiden. Doncic with it. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Yeah, Doncic is used to and accustomed to all this contact. In fact, you get the sense he loves and relishes this kind of play.
Outside White. Here's the pick. On the wing, Tatum. Fires it from 18. Rebounded by the Lakers. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
For Boston, they've got 8 of 15 shots to go. Kick out to Brown. Sinks the tray. And the Celtics lead by 1.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Outside Reeves. Back to Doncic. This one for three. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's White. He has 6. And here's Brown for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Jaylen Brown with the immediate answer from three-point territory. Yes, sir.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And the Lakers with some changes. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Marcus Smart in for Doncic. And the Lakers have possession. They trail by 1. Here's James. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Shireman. Here's Minot. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brown. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Free throw no good for Brown.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Here's Gonzalez, defended by Smart. Tipped away. It's stolen by Smart. Here's James. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
The offensive arsenal of LeBron James is tremendous. The ability to hurt defenses in so many ways is something else.
Here's Gonzalez. Pass to Brown. A minute 29 left in the first quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Hachimura with a rebound. The Lakers in the lead. Now here's Smart. James, left side. Unable to get that one.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
.51 seconds left now in the first quarter. James against Brown. Rebound by the Lakers. Hachimura outside. Pass to James. Again, the miss by James.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Outside, Brown. Pass to Gonzalez. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Los Angeles. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the 1. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Reeves is checked in for the Lakers.
Come get it, come get it.
To the middle. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Tatum with it. Fires from deep. Can't get it to drop.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Shot is good by Reeves.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
On the wing, Tatum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
And Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
First one at the line is good. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Reeves. And so Tatum nails both of them.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous 3-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
Now here is James. 13 points in the game. Here's Minot. Hachimura covering. To the wing on the left. Here's Boucher for 3. The Lakers lead by 4. Smart passes to James. Now Hayes kicks it out to Smart. Fires in the triple. Smart has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Boston has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Outside Tatum. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Over James. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
James deciding where to go with it. Drives to the hoop. Punching it inside. LeBron.
Ball on the deck. LeBron coming downhill. Good night. What a drive.
Here's Hauser. Defended by Smart. Outside Tatum. Boucher on the screen. Leans from outside. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Tatum's got 13.
Just tremendous understanding and fundamental basketball by Jason Tatum in pick and roll action. Beautiful.
Hayes with a screen. For 3, James. No good on that one. 7 for 12 now. Celtics trail by 5. "14 feet away. Tatum with another miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Hachimura, the pass to Hayes. Clock at 6. James finds Vanderbilt. 3-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Vanderbilt's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. The Celtics have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Tatum inside. James is there. Pass to Hauser. Outside Tatum. The three is up. Rebound, the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now. Smart looking around. And here's James, hounded by Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Tatum.
Well, the basketball IQ of LeBron James is off the charts. So adept at finding ways to get to the line.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. First free throw is good.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
And the Lakers making a change here. Laravia's checked in. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Boucher. Both free throws good from James. Celtics trail by 10. Pass to Minot. It's Vucevic, high post. Three shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Well, Nikola Vucevic can score against excellent defense. That is a good finish in close.
James outside. Here's Smart. Pass to Laravia. There's the 3. Minot pulls it in. Boston has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Hauser. No points yet. Outside Tatum. Fires it. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
To the paint. Here's James. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. James has got 19 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Minot. It's Vucevic, high post. Here's Pritchard. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. And that one's good. Hauser's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And so Smart will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. James outside. Double team on James. Pass to Vanderbilt. 3-pointer. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics trail by 6. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to James. And here's Hachimura. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown.
What a smooth catch and shoot opportunity from Rui Hachimura. Pretty.
And here's Tatum. 15 points in the game. Now here's Vucevic. Here's Hauser. Check by James. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Minot. On the wing, Tatum. From 18 feet away. Rebound by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got his 5th rebound in this one. LeBron, attack mode. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Just a phenomenal drive to the basket by LeBron, an expert at completing these drives through contact.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Off target with the 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. It's stolen by Smart. The Lakers lead by 8. And here's James. The fader. Boston with a rebound. Minot's got 4 rebounds now. Tatum against James. Outside Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Timeout, timeout. Right here.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Doncic checked in. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Minot. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Vucevic, a screen on Doncic. Pritchard, no good. The Lakers lead by 8. Hachimura in the post. He's got 5. Nice D from Brown.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Here's Hauser. The 3 ball. Drains the triple. Hauser's got 5 points now this quarter.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
Doncic, a screen on White. Pass to LaRavia. Fires for 3. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for LaRavia. Minot's checked in for Boston. Celtics trail by 5. There's a minute 59 left in the first half. Brown looking around. No good there.
Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
Here's James. Physical play by LeBron inside.
That's about power, that's about control, and that's about LeBron James and the ability to have touch inside.
And here's Brown for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Boston with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. Pass to Vucevic. To the wing, right side. From 8 feet away. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer, great size, great touch.
Here's James. Pass to Hachimura. Now here's Ayton. Back to Hachimura. And there's James from the arc. Oh, LeBron buries a 3.
You see there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill, but that three-point shot is on point.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's Vucevic, high post. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Doncic. Back to Vucevic. Pass to Brown. Over Hachimura. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 10 points in the game.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. Back to the game after this break. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Reeves.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Vanderbilt against White. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on LeBron James.
You have to have the ability to force the defense to commit one way or the other. Jaylen Brown's aggressiveness does just that.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. The Lakers lead by 7. Outside Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. Off the mark with a little step back, Jay.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And here's Doncic outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Doncic has got 16 points.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Outside White. Pass to Vucevic. Over Ayton, and Vucevic gets it to go on the assist by White. White's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Doncic finds Ayton. And here's Reeves. James with the ball. Doncic outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now here's White. 6 points for him. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Tatum with a steal. Misses the layup. Los Angeles leading by 9. Throws it up high. Tatum with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And that one drops. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Outside Reeves. Doncic outside. And there's the screen. Back to Reeves. Good work defensively by White. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. Outside, Brown. Tatum from long range. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Doncic. And the shot is good off the backboard. Doncic has got 21.
Very rarely do you see Doncic out of rhythm with his jump shots, even off the dribble. His accuracy is too good.
Vucevic's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Doncic. There's the triple. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Pritchard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 4 assists now tonight.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 21. Here's Ayton. Shoots over Vucevic. Ayton, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Tatum passes to White. Brown with it. Check by James. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
Outside Vanderbilt. James inside, defended by Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Ayton.
Well, incredible finesse. DeAndre Ayton gets loose and does some work.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. To the middle. Here's Brown. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That free throw misses. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Reeves. Pass to Vanderbilt. It's James on the wing, defended by Brown. 5 on the clock. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Vucevic, a screen on James. Up top, Brown. Check by James. Up top, Tatum. Over Vanderbilt. And it's Tatum missing. The Lakers lead by 7. Now James. Give him 30. Vanderbilt with it. Outside Reeves. Screen by James. The shot by Reeves, no good. Celtics trail by 7. 16 feet out. Tatum, shot is good. Tatum's got 21 points in the game.
Nice decision by Tatum. Go to the pull-up game so you don't meet the defender at the rim.
Down low. Here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
For Boston, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance. You have to love that effort, getting after the basketball, fighting for a possession.
Pass to James. James double teamed. And here's Doncic outside. The Luka 3, money.
Well, Luka Doncic relishes the opportunity to control the action, and right now he is cooking the defense.
White, the pass to Brown. To the left wing. Outside Tatum. Takes a three. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Doncic passes to Ayton. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Pritchard. Give him 8 points now. White finds Vucevic. Pass to Pritchard. Over Doncic. Pritchard, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on an 11-3 run. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Celtics trail by 14. Pritchard, the pass to Vucevic. Pass to Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Woo! Just selling the defense on the pump fake.
James outside. Back to Doncic. Launches it. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Vucevic. Outside White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Soft touch by Derek White. The floater, not an easy shot, but he puts that one on target.
Inside. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. A 12-point game. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Some changes for Los Angeles. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. Laravia is subbed in for LeBron. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kadis checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Boucher comes in for Jason Tatum. Minot's checked in for White. And it's Hauser in for Pritchard. Here's Minot. Outside for Boucher. For three. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here they come with numbers in transition. Hachimura with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Pass to Doncic. Oh, Doncic playing above the rim.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
And here's Brown. 14 points for him. Here's Minot. Boucher, left side. Four on the clock. To the paint. Here's Brown. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
From deep, here's Doncic. He drops it from range. Doncic has got 18 points in just the second half.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Brown. 16 points for him. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot comes out. Reeves with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. And that one's good. Laravia.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Minot. And stolen by Reeves. Here's Doncic. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Luka Doncic has a big, strong frame. The N1 chance, nicely done.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers.
Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Brown against Reeves. Pass to Minot. Here's Hauser. To the inside. Queta. Outside for Boucher. Brown inside to stop the run. And he lays it in. Brown's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Lakers ahead, up 19. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. We've got Chris Boucher, and it's Tatum in a shooting guard. Pass to Boucher. Here's Keita. He's defended by Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hauser. Smart grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 19. Hachimura from long range. Keita pulls it in. Keita's got his 5th rebound in this one. Tatum finds Boucher. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. The Lakers on D. Tatum passes to Hauser. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Boucher. Here's Hauser. 6 to shoot. Tatum from long range. He buries it from 3. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
To the middle. James inside. Tatum's there. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Minot. Pass to Keita. Here's Tatum. From downtown, it's Hayes with the rebound. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Lakers. They have a 19-point lead. And finished off by Hayes.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Tatum looking it over. Pass to Hauser. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. Here's James. He's off on the layup. Celtics trail by 21. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Keita. Here's Minot. Here's Hauser. Nails it from 3.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
James with the ball. Outside Vanderbilt. It's Smart on the wing. Hachimura finds Hayes. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. James can't get it to go.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Hauser passes to Tatum. Here's Minot. Pass to Keita. Now Boucher, defended by Smart. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Aiden, he's checked in for Hayes. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. There's Tatum with the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Smart. Shot from 12. And the shot no good. A bit short. Celtics trail by 18. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Aiden. Aiden against Tatum. And he banks in the layup. Tatum's got 11 points here in the second half. The Lakers have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Smart outside. Pass to James. Hauser grabs the board. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Pritchard.
Watch the screen.
Now Tatum. Let's go with a 3. Smart grabs the miss.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Pass to James. To win the drought. Rebound Boston. Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard, defended by Smart. Pulls up. Pritchard, no good. The Lakers lead by 16. Pass to James. Back to Smart. The three. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 5 assists in the game. Here's Kata. Here's Pritchard. Defended by Smart. The kick to Tatum. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta. Tatum's got 31 points.
But how about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
Hachimura against Tatum. Hachimura sets a screen. Smart for 3. Celtics trail by 16. Down low. Here's Minot. The shot, no good. Good D by Vanderbilt. And so Smart will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to James. Back to Vanderbilt. Hachimura left side. Shoots. Nails the baby hook. And the Lakers lead by 18.
Well, this is the area that he's most comfortable. Rui Hachimura, such a solid performer in the painted area.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Celtics trail by 18. Now here's Brown. Pass to White. Here's Pritchard. Clock at 6. Brown drives in. Yep, that one's good. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, the quickness of Jaylen Brown on the drive, he makes it happen in an instant.
James outside. Back to Reeves. Outside Vanderbilt. Doncic on the wing. And the layup falls. Doncic has got 36 points.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
White against Reeves. Pass to Vucevic. Outside, Brown. Outside, White. No good with the triple.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
And stolen by Brown. Pass to Tatum. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Vanderbilt. Here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Outside, Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. The Lakers lead by 18. Here's Doncic. And the shot's good. Doncic has got 38 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Vucevic. Tatum inside. Guarded by Vanderbilt. And finished off by Tatum.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. Hayden with a screen. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Reeves against White. Pass to Pritchard. Vucevic against Hayden. The jump hook. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Fires from the wing. Again, the Lakers.
Well, you use your man as a shield to find a little daylight. Luka's so good in the pick and roll game.
Pritchard, the pass to Vucevic. Back to Pritchard. Outside White. Pass to Tatum. From deep. Tatum drills the three.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
Outside Reeves. Doncic, a screen on White. Vanderbilt with it. Ayton inside, working on Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. Outside Vanderbilt. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Celtics trail by 15.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Lakers.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Luka Doncic.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Now here's Doncic. Vanderbilt, no good. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. And it's Tatum missing. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling. With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Pritchard. Outside White. It's Brown on the wing. Check by James. Brown gets the bucket. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Doncic outside. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Luka. And Luka, you got a tough win tonight. What are your initial thoughts on the performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that is very competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win. And we got to keep going like that.
Victory tastes a little sweeter against an opponent like that. Thanks, Luka.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And let's leave you with our player of the game, LeBron James.